Now, StormWatch 12 weather on News Watch 12.
Good morning to Southern Oregon and parts of Northern California. It's looking like we're still going to have some cloud coverage for this morning, but as you can see in this loop, towards the back half of the afternoon, things clear out entirely, and that'll show us a little precursor of next week getting very hot. But you can see that band of clouds come through and really blankets the entire area as we get into about 9 a.m., and then that continues to about 2 o'clock. After that, though, we see all of the drying coming in, and a big wind shift takes over as well. We'll start to see north winds after that. There it is, passing by once again. Now, what's the deal with that? Well, we're still dealing with the same little upper level system that we were dealing with yesterday. It's just swinging by for today. So we're dealing with just the edge of it, and then that's when the hot zone starts to take over. There is a big high pressure area coming in, and that's what clears everything out into the afternoon. So you can see that passing on by, moving out towards the east, leaving our zone, and then the hot starts to take over, and we have less of that wet air coming in from out over the water because the north winds redirect things from a little bit more drier inland up towards the north. And then we have some seriously high temps coming in into next week after that as well. So what's the grilling forecast look like for this afternoon, evening? Well, it's still going to be nice out there, looking like we'll see close to some average or actually above average temps. Pretty nice out there in the Rogue Valley, 86 degrees. Like I said, we do see a little bit of gusts coming up into the afternoon, though, when we switch over those winds to more northerly winds. And that brings me to the next thing we got to talk about here. The Applegate fire, once again, looks like there could be a little bit of invading smoke from that Applegate fire as we make our way into the afternoon. So here is the Stormcast smoke model here, and you'll see we get a little bit of a flare-up as we move in later into the morning and then into the afternoon. You can see things start to flare getting into about 12 o'clock. See that little plume starting to develop. But again, this is as we start to see that shift for more northerly winds. So Medford is actually going to get skipped for the most part from this plume. It's going to start pushing that smoke down towards Wairika and towards Mount Shasta. But it looks like everywhere west of that area is still going to be staying nice as far as the air quality is concerned. But with that high pressure moving in for next week, if we continue to introduce more smoke into the atmosphere, there's going to be a lot of settling. So you really can't count on good air quality moving into next week. And also, because of all the high temps and dry air for next week, it looks like we will be entering some pretty critical fire weather as well. So you got to be careful. Remember, a single spark can set things off. Looking at the 7-day forecast, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. As we exit Sunday, we see nothing but sunshine all the way through the coast, and those temperatures get warmer and warmer, getting into the mid-70s as we get into Thursday and Friday. Then out towards the Northern California, very hot Thursday, Friday. Again, just sunshine all the way through, looking at 104 on Friday, and we'll see some very low relative humidity as well. Klamath Basin seeing 91 Friday, looking at 76 for today. So a huge jump as we move through into next week. And for the mountains, looking like sunshine as well, getting to 75 there by Friday, 56 for today. So again, a pretty substantial jump with that high pressure. Finally, the very, very impressive one, the Rogue Valley, mostly sunny on Monday. Look at Thursday and Friday, 100, then 106. That beats the record of 102 on Friday.